Liam Neeson, a man we thought we knew, the tough guy, the tragic widower, the quiet giant of Hollywood grief. But what if we told you something unexpected is happening? Because behind the scenes of a summer comedy reboot, whispers began, then glances, then a moment on live television that no one could ignore. That's right, Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, two icons from two very different worlds, suddenly caught in the same storm of headlines, speculation, and maybe something much deeper. But how did we even get here? It's been 15 years since Liam Neeson lost his wife, Natasha, in a tragic skiing accident. And since then, he's kept his heart behind closed doors. No flashy romances, no scandal, no second chances. Until now. Pamela Anderson, on the other hand, has lived her life out loud. From explosive marriages to leaked scandals and public reinventions, she's been burned, bruised, but never beaten. And maybe that's why this connection feels so electric, so impossible, and yet strangely perfect. It all started in May 2024, on the set of the rebooted Naked Gun, where Neeson and Anderson were cast as romantic leads. At first, just work, just jokes, just rehearsals. But sources on set say something shifted, fast, and when the cameras weren't rolling, they were still laughing, still close, still magnetic. People noticed, and then came that moment. Live on the Today Show, during a fluffy promo segment. Pamela leaned toward Liam. He followed. Then, bam! They fake make out on national TV. And their answer? A wink, a laugh, a literal miming of stirring the pot. Was it just a joke? Or a confession in disguise? Because here's the thing. Only months earlier, Liam Neeson told People magazine. So what changed? What pulled him back into the spotlight of romance? With her? And just days before that interview, they walked the red carpet together. Not alone, but with their children. Pamela's sons, Brandon and Dylan. Liam's sons, Mikiel and Daniel. The caption says it all. Or does it? Because what's really going on behind the scenes might not be what fans are expecting. Pamela has lived through some of Hollywood's wildest love stories. Some say too wild, but others, they see growth, healing. She's been quieter, more grounded, even domestic. And Liam? He's known pain, real pain, the kind that makes a person close the door on love, forever. Or until someone walks in. But this story? It's just getting started. Because what no one expected was what happened next. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because in part 2, we're diving deeper into the twist that shocked even their closest friends. Was it all just for PR? Or is this Liam Neeson's real second chance at love? Let us know what you think in the comments. Would you ship them, or is this doomed from the start? 3 days after that explosive Today Show moment, the internet exploded. Not with confirmation, but with questions. Because now, people were digging, watching their old interviews, comparing quotes, reading between the lines. And that's where the deeper story began to emerge. Not a fling, not a PR stunt, but maybe a connection born out of shared pain. Because let's be honest, Pamela Anderson has been through hell. Abusive relationships, public humiliation, the stolen tape. And Liam? His silence was his grief. He never remarried. He rarely even dated. But on set, insiders say Pamela was different. She didn't push. She just showed up. With cookies, with laughter, with warmth. And for a man who hadn't smiled like that in years, maybe that meant more than we realized. So when the Naked Gun premiere arrived, people were watching for clues. Body language, touches, glances, and what they saw wasn't just chemistry. It looked like comfort, like home. One post, 4 little words, and the internet lost it. Was she saying what we thought she was? or playing into the hype. Suddenly, the fan edits rolled in. Clips of them touching hands, laughing uncontrollably between takes. Some were calling it the slow burn romance of the year. Others were more suspicious. And that's where the controversy began. Because this wasn't just about love, it was about timing. The film drops August 1st. And some fans weren't buying the romance angle. They said it's all too convenient, too clean, too perfectly staged. But in an E! interview just days before the premiere, Liam and Pamela went off script. Liam smiled, looked down, and said, "And Pamela?" She turned to him and said softly, "You bring out the best in me." No punchline, no joke, just that. For a split second, the room felt still. But here's where things take a turn. Because not everyone in Liam's inner circle is thrilled. According to Page 6, Liam was spotted having dinner alone 2 nights after the premiere. No Pamela, no smile, just him and his phone. Insiders say it may have been a cooling-off period. Or worse, that someone in his family had doubts. And can you blame them? Would you trust the world's most famous blonde bombshell with your grieving father's heart? Or would you question why now? Why her? Because what started as flirtation might now be real. Real enough to scare the people closest to them. Suddenly, Liam Neeson, the private, mourning, reserved icon, was a tabloid magnet again. And he didn't look thrilled about it. Pamela, on the other hand, she waved, smiled. She's used to this. He's not. And that difference could be the thing that tears them apart. But then, just 1 day later, Pamela did something no one saw coming. You don't want to miss part 3, because the final twist in this unlikely romance might change everything. Did Pamela just go too far? Or was this her boldest act of love yet? Tap that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. Is this relationship for real? Or is someone about to get hurt? The world was still buzzing when Pamela Anderson made a move that no one expected. She flew to New York, alone. No publicist, no glam squad, just her. In her hands, a bouquet of white lilies. Natasha, Richardson's favorite flower, Liam's late wife. No announcement, no camera crew. Just one quiet, emotional gesture. That spoke louder than any red carpet pose ever could. She didn't just show love to Liam, she showed respect. To the ghost that's been beside him for over a decade. To the loss that shaped him. To the woman he once called the love of his life. And that might have changed everything. Because just 2 nights later, Liam was seen again, this time with Pamela. Not dodging cameras, not hiding, smiling, hand in hand, laughing. Not like 2 stars putting on a show, but like 2 people. Finally letting their guard down. Maybe for the first time in years. It's not a replacement, it's not a fairy tale. But maybe it's something more honest. 2 broken people, both famous, both judged, both tired of pretending. And somehow, in a world of flashbulbs and filters, they found something raw, something real. Liam was asked directly, "What's the deal with Pamela?" He paused, looked off camera, then simply said, "She's a good person, and she makes me laugh." Not a declaration, not a denial, just truth. So is this the new Hollywood power couple? Or 2 souls quietly healing in front of millions? Can love really bloom in the spotlight when it's been born from so much grief and chaos? And would you give your heart again, but if the world was watching every move? Maybe it's too soon. Maybe it won't last. But right now, it's tender, it's bold, and it's theirs. Because after everything they've endured, maybe this isn't just another headline. Maybe it's a second chance, wrapped in scandal, sarcasm, and maybe sincerity. What do you think? Did Pamela cross a line with the lilies? Or was it a powerful sign of respect? Do you believe in second chances like this? Or is Hollywood just too good at selling the illusion of love? Smash that like button if this caught you off guard. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. And don't forget to subscribe, because next time we're diving into another celebrity duo making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Sometimes the loudest declarations of love are whispered. You just have to listen.